provide you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. Take ownership of your mission. Take ownership of your job, of your team, of your future, and take ownership of your life. And lead to victory.
It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you have the vision and never give up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard. Easy is not an option. And when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's not over until I win.
It's not over until I win. Good morning, folks. I am super excited to be before you again this Saturday morning, and we appreciate each and every one of you for joining us this morning. Obviously, you could be somewhere else. Maybe you had a late night last night, Friday night, or what have you, but I guarantee you, you are in the right place this morning, and we are super excited that you have joined us on this call here in this training webinar here today. Folks, just so that you know, Dr. Sergio Rozzelle is on the line with us today. He is recovering from a loss of voice. Voice is going in and out. If you were on the webinar Thursday, you probably were able to tell. He is still going to be working to do his Gold Bricks show this evening as well. So let's wish him a speedy recovery as far as getting his voice back. Welcome to our Fast Start training. This training is designed to help each and every one of us move through the 5 and 5 process as new affiliates. If you're a seasoned affiliate, maybe you have someone on here that is training. Certainly, we want to make sure that everybody is equipped with the tools to build a man-sized business, if you will. And we're super excited that you're here. If you, we want to ask that everyone come prepared to the training, and that you have downloaded two copies of the Gladiators Gladiators Club forms. They are located on the Union Facebook page as well as the Eagle Team Facebook page. So you can go to those Facebook pages and download them. If that's not possible by now, we want to just ask you to grab pen and paper. When you come to trainings like this, you should have pen and paper anyway, folks, because you're dedicating your time to a training like this, and you should not trust this information to your memory. So again, I see a few new affiliates joining us on the line. Mr. Brown, good to have you here. Did a three-way with you and spent some time on the line walking you through setting up and getting your account straight. Welcome, sir. Awesome individual. I had the pleasure of meeting through Mr. Anthony Hood, and those two gentlemen hail out of the Michigan area. But I want to certainly welcome, on behalf of Dr. Rozzelle and myself, everyone to this webinar. So folks, as you grab your pen and paper, get settled, get ready, I just want to make sure that we all understand that this isn't one of those trainings where you just set the headphones on, cut off the camera and just listen, while you're watching or cooking or what have you. Obviously, we got to do the things that we got to do. But what I'm really trying to impress upon you is that this is an interactive call. We're going to call upon you to participate, and we're hoping that all of you as leaders and future leaders within this business will step up and help demonstrate things like the approach, how you pique interest, how you share the video, how to do a three-way phone call, and things of the like. So what I'm imploring upon you is that I need your assistance we need your assistance in order to make this an effective training. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As you grab pen and paper, I know myself, I'm always taking notes, and I implore you to do the same. So we're going to move forward, folks. And what I'm sharing with you today is wealthbuildersworldwide.info can be found there, or .net, wealthbuildersworldwide.net. This is the larger platform that we are working with, folks. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you that website and what have you and where that information is. So I'm just trying to delay just to make sure that we all grab pen and paper here. But the purpose of this training is to get you through your fast track and lead you to a fast track bonus. That should be your very first goal in this business, okay? And what that simply is when you help 5 affiliates get started at your same level. So let's just say you are a silver and you got a silver package. You're involved in this company at the silver level. Within 5 weeks, let's say your first 2 weeks, you help 5 people get in between a combination of silver, gold, and VIP. That gives you a free promotion to the gold level. Okay, so now you still have 3 weeks left. Okay, so with those final 3 weeks, you're a gold now, and you help 5 more people become either a gold or a VIP within those final 3 weeks. And now as a total, over that total 5-week period, you've now just achieved 2 carrot fast track bonuses that have promoted you from silver all the way up to the VIP level. So understand, folks, that is a tremendous accomplishment, and it should be everyone's goal within this business to hit that level. Okay, now that that's been said, I just want to ask you and share with you some of the main ingredients that are going to help you hit that level, and some things that you really need to commit to. Folks, you've got to commit to the weekly meetings. Okay, now some of the areas are not built out with weekly meetings, and that's fine. But if you're like in the Maryland area, where we're fortunate enough to have people like my sponsor, Minister Louis Davon Young, where he sponsors the briefing, folks, here in the DMV area. He sponsors the briefing. It's free for affiliates. It's free for guests. Okay. Now, in most places, it's customary for us to share the cost of the room. Okay. So affiliates may pay, $10 a share of the room, because that meeting is designed to help you build your business. It's one of the touch points as far as exposures within the business. And you certainly want to make sure that I'm just going to go on here real quick and just mute all. Folks, when we join this line, we want to make sure that we're muting out our lines so that we can keep this line very clear as well. We are recording, but the weekly meeting is everything. It's everything, folks. And I'm going to share a personal story with you. This past Monday, I wasn't feeling very well, and I almost did not go to the briefing. And I had a lot of things on my mind that day, and I went to the briefing. And it's the perfect, people say it all the time, if you don't need the meeting needs you. And I needed the meeting, man, because I'm telling you, just being there in that atmosphere around all of these positive people, all of the positive team that we have, growing this meeting place. I mean, it was wall to wall, it was packed. Folks were recording in the back. I mean, it was standing room only. Folks were standing up in the back. I watched 2 of my partners get recognized there. I mean, it was just a phenomenal thing, man. And for that period of time, I'm telling you, I didn't even think about those issues until I was in the car, almost home. So I'm just telling you, folks, this is where you want to be. You want to be in those weekly meetings. Folks, we've got webinars for those of you that don't have the weekly meetings, okay? But we've got webinars. I do 2 webinars every week, 7:30 and 7:30 on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays. All right. Not on this link. There's another link, but you got to tie into the Eagle Team Facebook page, the Union Facebook page, and the DMV Facebook page. So definitely, folks, you definitely want to tie into the webinars and then the trainings like this. We've got trainings, and I'm going to go over this schedule a little bit later, but the trainings are just super important, folks. This training in particular, you're going to see the value and why you want to make sure that you get every single one of your of new affiliates on this training call, okay? And then we have weekly team calls. Be involved, tie in, and get the information that you need in order to build your business, folks. I'm just trying to share with you. So here's the thing, folks. We're going to visit. I'm going to go ahead and go over to this site right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to visit wealthbuildersworldwide.info. You can also go to .net. What you want to do is register. You want to view the map, and then you want to view the entire site. Okay. And then also, as a note, as a participating member of Wealth Builders Worldwide, each team member, we commit to acquiring a minimum of 1 gram of gold and anywhere from 5 to 10 transactions personally per month. And as most of you know, or should know, we're excited because we are now able to do auto exchange. Auto exchange has been set up, so you can set it up so that every single month, every single week, every other week, that whatever amount allotment that you want to start auto saving and acquiring gold, you can set that up and it'll automatically happen and take place every single month. So this is the website here. You can see, folks, I'm logged in here. My username and password, I'm already logged in. There we go. I need to log in. Okay. And so now I've logged in. And we're going to go to the map. Okay, well, let me just share with you real quick, and I'm going to change this down, Bob. And so you can see here the samples of how you get started, okay? So most of the time by the time folks get to this call, this has already been done. You've acquired your business package, you've uploaded your KYC documents, and hopefully you've started to set up, or you've set up your auto exchange where you're exchanging your monies, your fiat currency money for real money and your gold, okay? So that's what I just talked about. The auto exchange is set up and running properly, folks. We're excited about that. But going to the map, you can see here, folks, the map, when you just click this down, you got your new affiliate letter, okay? You want to send the letters there. There are forms in here, and there's prospect letters and things that are like, but the map here, the map is the massive action plan, folks, and this shows you how to invite folks. This is the system. It shows you how to invite folks, what you want to do. And you see the first thing on here is make a list of everyone you know, at least 100 names, folks. Choose the top 20 people and put them on and contact them immediately. Okay, but we want to get through that list as fast as possible. You want to accomplish your 5 and 5. Okay, it's telling you here, it's giving you some scripts on how and what you should say when you talk to these folks as well. Okay, and it's telling you contact at least 3 people per day for the remaining 30 days and follow up with them using the same game plan. Okay, so then you got the presentation piece of this. Okay, so what do you say? You got landing pages here. All right, this is a landing page that's offered by Wealth Builders Worldwide. There is a fee for that, a one-time fee, but it's a designed web page that's there for you. But understand this, folks. It goes forward to show you the follow-up contacts after you get people to your landing page and ask them to look at the first 2 videos on that landing page. So this is the system. And we have further trainings every week that go on to teach you and show you how to flow through this system and show you how to flow through the back office and things that are like. So this training here today, folks, is actually to show you how some things in addition to what's here as well. It's hands-on, and we're going to go physically through how you accomplish putting a list together, making the 3-way phone calls, piquing the interest and things that are like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to our website, because I want to show you also where you have your own referral links within this system as well. So we're going to go, when you log in, we're going to go, and I probably will have to log back in again as well. So I'm going to log in here. All right, cool. So now you go to referral links. And as you go to referral links, you'll see that you have a plethora of links that are provided for you here. This is your referral link. So if you want to get somebody signed up, you can send them to this link here. Okay, this is your shop link. If somebody is just looking to be a customer, I really don't use this that much because everybody that I get involved, they sign up as an affiliate. All right, because you get more perks of being a part of this as an affiliate than you do as a customer, but you can be a customer as an affiliate. Okay, so then you have a second landing page. I encourage you to come back through here. K Exchange, super important because that's how we get businesses in and able to accept gold, our cash gold product, folks. Our gold is actually money, and you can use it in commerce, okay? And we're looking for more and more vendors to accept gold. And understand, when you say that to a merchant, you got their ears open, okay? So here again, this is the landing page that I prefer. We get 2 websites, and I'll just let you know, folks. You can, when you're logged in, you can just come all the way up here to the top. You can click this, and it'll take you to that second website. This website, Karartbars.com, is primarily with the gold, but the duplicate website on that karatgold.sg is more about the coin, okay? And this is my landing page of preference. So I would copy this to the clipboard, make sure you have it in your phone. And what I love about it most is, see, like what I've done with mine is I've attached mine to a I need to move this real quick. I've attached mine to a domain name, and I thought I had it up here, but I possibly don't. So I'll just type it in real quick. Okay, so my domain name is wbwwealthsystem.com. That's my domain name. And when you go there, this is what I send out to folks that I'm looking to pique their interest. I'm asking them to come here and take a look at this short 8-minute video, okay, to get the facts about what we're doing. So you can view this video.
Financial stability, the feeling of freedom, security, and happiness in our constantly changing.
Okay, and it gives them a quick overview of the company. So when a person views that video, now they get an understanding of the company, but it's not telling them prices or anything like that. So it's a great video because it already sets up the scenario for them to ask questions and for you to move them to a 3-way phone call. Also, what I like about it is that the register button is right there. So now you've sent them their link, they can go on, they see something, they may be ready to just go ahead on and set up an account, okay? But they already have the link. So you can just click here as an affiliate and boom, see this? It already has your username in here and your Karartbars ID, okay? And then they can start setting up their username, all right? I always tell them to make sure that they understand that this username, they will never be able to change it. They can always change their passwords, but they will not be able to change their username. I assure them that when it's time to put in an email address, it's better to use a Gmail address. They have one. And then also it's best to sign up through this enrollment process using Google Chrome. Okay, so just a couple of hints and a couple of, just those things will help you. Make sure that you put that down in your notes. So we're gonna move back into the PowerPoint presentation, folks, and move forward. Current slide. Okay, great. So here we are for folks. 4 important ingredients to your business. First is mindset. You got to have a mindset of I will until. That's got to be your mindset. I will until mindset means I will make sure that I attend the briefings. I will make sure that I attend the trainings. I will make sure I attend the webinars. I will make my list. I will contact everyone on my list. I will continue to grow my list. I will until mindset. Your why. You've got to have a why. Why are you in this business? You should know each and every person that you bring into this business, what their why is, folks. Also, the list. The list is just super important. You got to put that list together. And then your ability to contact and invite using third-party tools, that's using someone else, okay? We want to say as little as possible in this business, folks, because that is what's duplicatable. You don't have to know everything. You can earn while you learn if you utilize the tools and the systems, and the tools and the systems are designed for duplication. So one important thing that you got to really understand here as well is your mindset and your philosophy, okay? Now, here's the thing. I love Jim Rohn because he talks about a few disciplines practice every day can lead you to the success. However, while seemingly the same, a few errors in judgments practiced daily will lead you towards failure, okay? But it takes a lifetime to fail and only a few moments to change your mind to get on the success path. And you can see as you start going through this, whichever one you're doing, the disciplines or the judgments, they seem the same almost always until the end. So this is what we're focusing on here, folks. Human beings are the most adaptable creatures on the face of the planet. And it's because we can control our programming. When you're a child, your parent says, no, I don't want you watching that show. No, don't put your hand in the light socket, okay? So you're being programmed. So as an adult, as a person that's a student of life, okay, and success, we recognize that. So we turn our automobiles into training mechanisms. Universities, we listen to the audios, we read the books and things that are like, we program ourselves. This training is programming you. It's programming you so you can go out no matter where you are in your business today, and you can do 5 and 5. You can bring 5 people into the business within a month, okay? So this is the goal. So understand that programming, it leads to your thoughts and your philosophies, right? So the things that you think are going to be based upon the stimulus, the programming, okay? It creates the philosophies. When this happens, folks, and you're creating good thoughts and good philosophies, winning attitudes, what have you, it leads to the attitude. It leads to the correct attitude, one of which I knew that I needed to go to the briefing, okay? So I went to the briefing. That was my thought, my philosophy. And when I went to the briefing, that was the right mindset. But my attitude changed, okay? And I got into the right type of activity. I introduced the speakers. It was an awesome event, folks, and it was just changing. But based upon the programming, I need to program myself. Let me get to this live meeting, okay? So the attitude leads to the activity and what you're doing, okay? Though that activity leads to the results, okay? And we always plan, do, and review. That's this process right here. We plan it out, we do the activity, and we review the results, okay? And again, that ultimately leads you to your lifestyle, whether you're succeeding or if you're failing. So this is what we want to do. This is our first exercise here today, folks. I'm going to need some of you all to unmute as we go through this. We're going to talk about why you're actually in this business, okay? And this is one of the things when you're working with somebody, we don't want you quite unmute quite yet, okay? But I'll definitely let you guys know. I want you to be mindful of this real quick, because I'm going to need some of you guys to step up and share your why. But as you're talking to your new folks, know their why. As you're giving them and showing them how to use their Gladiators Club forms, ask them to write their why on the side of that form, across the top, across the bottom, on the back of that form as well, okay? Now, your why, it should make you cry. It should be something that's very emotional to you. It should be a legitimate reason why you're doing this business, okay? It must be strong enough to motivate you times when you're down, okay? So, if, for instance, if maybe, let's just say my sponsor, he's done this a few times because he understands how this works. But if I had talked to my sponsor Monday earlier when I was realizing the issues that got me down for that moment, one of the things he would have said to me, and he's done this before, okay? Because regardless of what level you are, you're going to go through ups and downs in this business, but you have to know how to work through the downs, okay? Everything goes down, okay? But the thing of it is each time it goes down, it never goes down quite as far, and you keep going up and to the right, okay? That's what's important. But what my sponsor would have said to me was, Mr. Murray, is it still one of your reasons why is it still is important to you to bring your wife home from work? That's my why. My wife is one of the most giving person that I know. We've been married for 25 years. I took her to her senior prom in 1986, and it's just been an incredible ride with this woman, man. And she's the most giving person right now. We caregive for her mother, and she works, she caregives, she takes care of me, she takes care of the kids that we've raised, and man, and that's my why, is to bring her home from work. Okay, she's working through this federal government close. Fortunately enough, her agency is funded. She's working, and thank God for all of that. But my goal is to bring her home, okay, with me. All right, so understand this. It's not about the money. Okay, I'm not saying I want to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. No, I want to bring my wife home. It's whatever it takes to do that. All right. So it's not what the money, it's what the money can do for you, or what it can buy for you, what it can help you achieve. All right. Next, it's just keep you going when you're ready to quit. I just gave you an example of that, utilizing the meeting. So this is where I need you guys to unmute as you're ready to share. But I need somebody to step up right now and just share why they're doing the business. Okay. So we're going to, so I need someone. We've got about 23 people on this call right now. And I'm excited to have each and every one of you here. And I don't want to have to call on anyone. So if we can get somebody to step up and just share their why with us this evening, or this morning, rather.
Well, blessings, everyone. This is Shondell from Brooklyn, New York.
Welcome to the call.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Definitely my why has always been my kids, and my mom, because I want to make sure that I leave back something for them, that necessarily isn't going to be left back for me. So I just want to make sure they're in a better position than I was.
Okay.
So very, very important to me. And then also too, my mom, she has done so much for me throughout my life that I want to make sure her last years are her best years. So that's definitely something that has been plaguing me. And I've tried so many different things, and coming here, and I'm glad I did try different things, because being here, it's like, yes, I'm home. This is where I need to be. This is, around the right people at the right time, even though sometimes, mentally I'm like, man, I wish I knew this stuff before because of my situation. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because of my situation. I used to work for a department inside NYPD, New York. I got hurt. And I'm no longer able to physically do that. So I fall in that category where if you're not physically able to actually go and make an income, then you're a catastrophe. And that's me. And I'm like, I don't want other people to experience this. So sometimes my mom would say I come off a little bit too harsh, but it's because I'm trying to not let somebody, and especially my kids, go through the same thing if they don't have to.
Okay, so wow, that you just said a lot there, and I really appreciate you stepping up and sharing on the call with us. You said a mouthful, and I got so many things. I got several whys out of it. It sounds like it's important for you to leave a legacy. Okay, it sounds like you want to leave an inheritance. It sounds like you have a lot of love and respect for your mom. You want to make sure that her last years are good on this earth, and those are commendable. And what I want to do, if I was your sponsor, this is what I would be writing these things down, as I just did. I would be writing them down, and understand that just like in anything else that you go through in life, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. But it's those whys that you should be, Mr. Dixon, if you could just mute yourself out real quick for us. What you want to do is keep those whys in your mind. Okay, keep them in front of you, and that's what you got to think about in that time when things get a little hard, when you're contacting your folks. Are you thinking people that you think are going to be involved and ready to get started, and they are the ones that are saying, no, that doesn't sound good. No, I don't see an opportunity for myself. Oh no, I don't want to set up a goal savings plan. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, but those that fight through those types of situations are the ones that achieve their reasons why. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. Keep that in front of you. And as you start to build and grow your business and bring folks on board, make sure that you understand their why, so that you can properly be able to motivate them when you recognize when they're going through those same stages in their business. And oftentimes, I'll ask a new affiliate, I'll say, hey, listen, what is it that I should say to you when you go through this time frame? Okay, what is it that you need to hear in order to motivate you? And take those notes. Know the person that you're bringing into the business, and it's going to help you help them in the process build both of your businesses. So thank you so much for sharing that. We appreciate you stepping up. We'll take one more. Is there another person that would like to share their why?
I'll share. Can you hear me, Mr. Mirror?
Loud and clear, sir.
Time freedom, Mr. Mirror.
Time freedom. Yes, sir.
That's it. Get some of my time back. Do some things I enjoy in life.
Oh, outstanding. So what are some of the things that you enjoy in life?
Well, actually, I wanted to travel around the world and see some of the things that God has really built, the 8 wonders of the world. I've been working hard all of my life. I just want to be able to spend some quality time with my family and travel.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. All good stuff. And these are things that you need to know about the folks on your team, man. Time freedom. He wants to be able to travel the world. Okay, see the 8 wonders of the world, the great things that God has created. Okay, to be able to spend quality time with his family. So when Mr. Dixon goes through that period of time, listen, Mr. Dixon, is it still important to you to spend that quality time traveling around the world and spending that time with your family, your kids? Is that still important to you? Great. Well, look, let's pull that list out, man. I'm here. Let's make some phone calls and let's invite some people to your landing page. I appreciate you stepping up and sharing that with us, sir. Thank you so much. We're going to move forward because right now, folks, I'm just going to tell you, it's time for us to start working on this list, okay? And it's super important, and this is why we asked you. But before we do that, let me just go through a couple of reasons why you want to actually take the time and do this list. Now, while I'm going through this exercise, you should make sure that you have your Gladiators club forms, a sheet of paper, and what have you. All right. So understand, it's usually the first mistake of the business because people think they can operate their business through the phone. We can, but we also need tools to aid us in it. And the first thing is your list, and it should be handwritten. It should be on your computer. If some of you folks are very computer literate and things of the like, if you want to put that list, online, Mr. Martinez has a program where you can just put it all online and track everything that way. He has the Gladiators form online, okay? Inputtable, where you can input the information and names and numbers and the follow-up and things that are like online, okay? Whatever you do, just make sure that it is written, it is a list, and it's not just your contact list here in the phone, okay? So make that list. This thing is so important. It helps you prepare for your grand opening. It's like it's your grand opening, folks. It's your inventory. Could you imagine seeing a store open up, a grocery store open up? It's that grand opening, and you walk in and there's nothing on the shelves. Okay, that's what it's like for a person like me that sponsors someone that doesn't take their list very seriously, because it's like not stocking the shelves. Okay, I remember when I opened up my cell phone business, it started as a paging business, but as I thought about the inventory that I needed to have in there, my rep, she says, okay, well, get one of each pager and make sure that each one of those pagers represents all of the colors that are available. And me just understanding what I know about marketing and business, I said, no, I need each pager and each color. Because when somebody comes in, what am I going to do if they say, I want this pager right here? I don't want it in red. Can I get it in blue? What I'm going to say, oh, let me order it for you? No, I need to have it right now. This is an impulse purchase, right? So you got to have the inventory, folks. Understand that's super important. Next is design for duplication. Okay, you want this duplicating with or without you, without your input. You want it duplicating several 8, 9, 10, 20 levels deep within your organization. It's designed for duplication. If you don't understand what that means, grasp it and just follow the systems. That's what the systems are designed for. You won't understand everything behind it, but you got to follow it, and that way you benefit from the science that's designed within the system. Your list should continuously grow. You do that by prospecting. It's simply by just, I have a 3-foot proximity rule. I'm always on the lookout for somebody that looks like they fit the profile for someone I want to bring into this business. And one thing I try to do, however, the way I said that is because I'm always looking for top flight folks, but I don't want to prejudge, okay? I don't want to prejudge because I don't know who a person will lead me to. But let's just say I'm at the gas station and I see somebody sharp there. He's got a nice car. And I come up and I'm smiling, I'm friendly, because I understand that a person is only going to be as comfortable with me as I am with them. Okay, so I got to make them feel comfortable. All right, if I'm nervous and jittery, they're not going to feel comfortable. All right, so what I do is I come up, I pay them a compliment. Hey, how you doing today, sir? You know, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Al Murray. That's an awesome vehicle you got there, man. You know, what color is that? I really like that color. Oh, that's money green. Wow, money green. That's awesome. That's one of my favorite colors, man. As a matter of fact, that's what a lot of people I associate with. We are about, you know, helping folks earn that money green right there. But understand this, folks. Listen, you may or may not be interested, but I got something I want to share with you. It'll only take about 10 minutes out of your time. Why don't you take my business card? Let me get your number real quick, and I'll follow back up with you tomorrow at what? Maybe 10 or 10 a.m. or would 6 p.m. be better? Boom. Exchange numbers, and I'm out. Listen, man, great day. Listen, I'll give you a call back tomorrow at 6 p.m. and look forward to talking to you. Definitely view the information on that website. I have my website, my link. I told you it's on the domain name. I showed it to you, right? And I edified just a little bit of what's on that video. Listen, man, all the details are on that video. I'll give you a call back to see if you have any questions. God bless you, man, and have a great day. And I'm out of there. Took me 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds to do that. Okay, so that's how we grow our list, and also by coming to trainings like this. Often it's the reason that our businesses underperform, because you haven't taken the time to do the first most important thing, and that's identify the people that you want to contact in this business and expose your business to. It allows your sponsor to work with you. Okay, so it's very easy. You know, when you're working with a lot of people, when I can go back and look at Miss Logan's list, okay, because she sent it to me. You know, she took the training. She called me. She texted me up. She said, Mr. Murray, I need your email address. Boom. And what comes through, there's her list. Okay. All right. So that's what we do. You want to provide your sponsor with the list, because now they can aid you and help you. You might give them a list, and they might see a way through that list that might better help you. And it's a great thing when I can look through and I can see that we're contacting number 8 on this list. So I can always look down and I can see the name. I can see a little bit of information about them. All right. So that's awesome. So listen, grab your Gladiators Club forms. All right. And remember that prospect and growing the list. We want to do that 1 to 3 times a day based upon how busy you are. Grow your list, folks. And you can see there are 50 slots here for names, telephone numbers, and the date that you've contacted these folks. But we're going to focus on the names right now. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to just think about the top 20 people that you will want to bring into this business. Who are the 5 most successful people that you know? Make them one of the 5 of the top 20. Okay, the 5 most successful people that you know, because understand they are successful because they don't pass up on great opportunities. So you don't want to make the decision for them whether they want to get involved. You just want to share the information with them and let them make an informed decision, like the person did with you that got you started. So we should be have pen in hand, pen to paper now, and we should be writing down names. Okay, we should be writing down names now. Who are the top 5 people that I know? Okay, who are the next sharpest people that I know? Okay, who are the 10 most people that I look up to? All right, and I'm going to start going through some categories here, and this is designed as a memory jogger. All right, and I'm going to need you guys to participate. I'm going to want to know, where my list was this size prior to the call, and I was able to add 10 more names. I was able to add 15 more names. If you're just joining us, please make sure that your line is muted out. We want to make sure that we're keeping a very professional line here. But listen. Your mother and your father should know that you're in business, shouldn't they? All right, put them on the list. Make sure your mother and father are on the list. Your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, okay? I'm fortunate enough to still have my mother-in-law and my father on the planet, and both of them are in the business. They have coins, they have gold, okay? So they've supported my business and they're supporting their lifestyle, okay? My grandparents, you put your grandparents down. My parents are in heaven. My grandparents are in heaven. But put your grandparents on the list. Your children. My children are involved. They save gold. They have coins. They have cryptocurrency. All right. Brothers and sisters. My brothers, both of them are involved. Put them on the list. Okay. Aunts and uncles. I've got aunts and uncles involved. Put them on the list, folks. Nieces and nephews. Don't have any nieces and nephews involved yet, but put them on the list. But getting close, getting close. Cousins, got cousins involved. Put them on the list. Okay, you should be writing down names. Just write down the names. You're gonna come back and put those numbers beside them later. Take this exercise seriously, folks, because I'm telling you, if I was to bet on who was going to have the most success in this business, it would be the person that had the largest list. That's who it would be. Okay, who are your friends and neighbors? Put them on the list. Your friends and your neighbors. Who are the people that you work with? Who do you worship with? Shouldn't they know? Shouldn't they know about this awesome opportunity? When you realize what this coin is going to do for folks on the 4th of July, Independence Day, shouldn't you be sharing that with people? We got to stop being selfish. Okay, you might not think of it as selfish, but folks, if you got something that can help people, you've got to be diligent about helping them, about sharing this information with them. Who is a part of civic groups, Rotary clubs, JCs, political clubs? Your Masonic fraternity brothers. What's up, brother Dennis? I saw your chat earlier in the chat, my brother. Welcome to the call. I appreciate you, and you're doing an awesome job building your business as well. Schoolmates, co-workers. We've got people on furlough right now from the federal government. Almost 1 million people. It's the best time to be contacting folks about this business if you're in the DMV or you know federal government workers, because I guarantee you they don't appreciate what's happening right now. All right, they're missing their very first checks right now. Federal government workers. Okay, now doctors, lawyers. We've got doctors, we've got lawyers a part of this business. Think about the people that you do business with. Follow your money. Anybody that you have that you spend money with, they should know about your business so that they can support your business. My barber is involved. My barber spent over $3,000 in his business for the 3K pack. When he did it early, before the 3K pack was a VIP. So he actually bought into the business at the silver level. All right. So understand, so follow your money. Who do you know who's your postal worker? Your beautician? Who do you send Christmas cards to? If you were to graduate from college right now with your master's or what have you, who would you invite to your graduation? Who would you send those announcements out to? If you were getting married, who did you send invitations to your wedding? I'm telling you, folks, any address book that you have, church directories, you should be utilizing those. But don't just work them out, those directories. Put them on your list. They need to go on your Gladiators club forum. All right? We should be doing this, and it needs to grow. Church directories. Now, think about folks in different industries. Who's your insurance man? Okay, who do you know that sells insurance? Who do you know that does taxes, investments? Who do you know that's an accountant? Who do you know that's in the Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, U.S. Coast Guard? Who do you know that's a babysitter? Who do you know that works at a bank? Who teaches Bible study at your church? Who do you know that's a teacher, an educator? Who do you know that works at a hospital? Who works for the federal government? Who do you know that's a mathematician? Who do you know that's in management? Who do you know that likes pets, that likes to travel? Who do you know that needs an opportunity? Here's an important person or people to put on your list. Who has come to you about opportunities like this in the past? Now, understand, 80% of your business should be outside of your local market. So who do you know in other states? Who do you know in the surrounding states that are within driving distance of where you live at right now? Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, North Carolina, West Virginia. Who do you know when you look at where meetings are taking place? Lansing, Michigan. Okay, who do you know that's close to that area? Think about it. When you find out, okay, there's a meeting going on down in the Hampton Roads area. Who do you know down in Hampton Roads? Who do you know in South Carolina? Who do you know in Atlanta? Who do you know in other countries? Folks, we're in over almost 130 some odd countries around the world. There are only 180 countries. The ones that are left are super small. So who do you know in Australia, in the UK, Africa, Nigeria, South Africa? Who do you know in Pakistan? Who do you know in Germany? All right, so listen, we've spent a lot of time on this right now. And what I want to do is I want to open up. And I'm going to need some folks just to share with us what you've done with your list. If you're new on the call and you're just starting your list, give us some numbers. I want to know that this exercise is helping you, okay? Because this right here is one of the most important exercises that you actually will do in this business. And if you're a leader, I need you to help. Share your numbers, okay? Because folks need to understand, and they really need to see the value of what the importance of a list, okay? Now, so I want to open up. I'm gonna need some folks to unmute their lines and just share, you know, some of the numbers. How many people you had on your list prior? How many people you were able to add to the list?
Hey, Mr. Murray.
Hey, Miss Logan, how are you?
I'm doing great. I have about 5 pages, but today, through this exercise, I actually added another 50. And what I did was I went through my list for LinkedIn of all the people that I've messaged and said happy birthday and welcome and congratulations and all of that good stuff too. I'm going to contact everybody on my LinkedIn list. I also have pages. I was an insurance agent a couple of years ago, and I've got leads like crazy. So I'm going to put them down on my list. I'm just going to, you know, expose everybody that I can as much as I can. So that's my list.
Outstanding, outstanding. And real quick, would you do something for me? And you sent me a text and yesterday. And could you maybe just share with the call a little bit about what that text was about?
Yes, I actually joined the training with Miss Gillespie, Tanisha Gillespie, and she said to make a list of 100 people that you're going to contact within the next 72 hours. So I sent Mr. Murray a text. She also instructed you to get a URL. So I went to GoDaddy, got a 99-cent URL, and I kind of did the website real quick, allowed it to forward to my capture page on Karartbars, and I sent that to Mr. Murray and let him know that I'll be contacting 100 people within the next 72 hours.
Outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. Now listen, this is how the system works for you folks. Miss Monica Logan is a part of my organization, and but she's being trained by the system. I didn't get Miss Logan to do that, to make that commitment. Miss Tanisha Gillespie was able to do that because Miss Logan did one of those things we talked about. We all need to commit to, and that's the trainings. So she's been on not just this training, okay, but she's been on other trainings that are offered through this awesome system, folks, and she's getting guidance. That's the way teamwork works. That's the way that Wealth Builders Worldwide works. The systems are already in place. All we need to do is just follow. An awesome job. I appreciate you so much because you understand how this works, Ms. Logan, and anybody that becomes a part of your team should be lucky to have you as a sponsor. So I appreciate you stepping up and sharing as well. Anyone else? Anyone else? Can I get one more person to step up and share their numbers? Okay, we got about 30 folks on here, 26 or so folks. And
I'll do it, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was able to do 15 new names just by going through the exercise you gave. Every time you was mentioned a category, I was thinking as you went through the categories, who I knew. Do you want to know the names but I just got 15. My accountant.
Well, we don't necessarily need to know the names. What I really needed was to know that you added 15 names to your list. Now, let me ask you this. How many names did you have on your list prior to that?
I had about 45 from my current list. 45, about 45 names from last week.
Okay, 45 names.
Each week I'm adding to my list. So I see on your chart you said it's continuously growing. So each time I'm coming to this workshop, it's stimulating thought in my mind. And each week when you go through the exercise, truly I'm adding people to my list by going through the exercise.
Okay, now I'm going to share leadership. I'm going to share with you something that professionals in this industry do. Okay, and that's condensed time frames. All right, so condensing time frames. That means that if you're putting about 25 to 50 people on your list every week, that means it's going to take you 2 weeks to get 100 names, or a month, somewhere between 2 weeks to a month to put 100 names on your list. All right, so Miss Logan, she just talked about adding 50 names. Now, I'm not comparing folks or what have you, but what I'm trying to get you to really understand is that you can sit down after this training class, you can make it the homework assignment. And that's what the homework assignment is to continue your list, to finish that list off, okay, and put the names beside it and get it to your sponsor. All right, the person that sponsored you into the business. All right, now if your sponsor is not available, then what you want to do is get it to the person that you work with that'll be doing your three-way phone calls. Okay.
Awesome.
And that would be me.
Thank you. All right, let's go. Okay. All right, I heard that.
All right. So yeah, let's get that list together, man. I know you about business, and I know you know people all around the world. So and you're building a man-sized business. That's real. But let's get that list done, and then that way we can edify and show that list to the people that you're bringing on board, and they will take it as seriously as you do. So appreciate you sharing that, sir. Outstanding. So we're going to go ahead and move forward in lieu of time. I appreciate you folks for stepping up and taking the time to share where others wouldn't. So, we got some folks that may be a little shy doing some other things while they're tying into the call, and that's fine. But I definitely appreciate all that are stepping up and being a part of this. I'm going to need some folks that's going to be ready to step up here in a moment as we demonstrate how to contact and invite and do three-way phone calls. But here's what you want to do with your list. You want to identify the prospects on your list. You want to identify them as red, green, and blue. All right. Reds, these people look up to you. Okay. So you want to use most likely an indirect approach with them. Now, you can definitely go back to the Wealth Builders Worldwide and you can get indirect and direct approaches. All right. But for reds, usually indirect. It's saying something like, I like to get your opinion. Okay. Greens, these are your peers. Oftentimes, they're the hardest ones to get involved with your business. Most people think it's the reds, but it's the greens, because the greens, they know your personal situation. You follow me? I had a guy that bought me, that tried to get me into this rideshare business, man. And I'm like, dude, I'm having success in my company. Why would I look at something else right now? I was like, hey, well, man, because this is the up and coming thing. Hey, man, listen. You've known that I've been having success all through 2018 in this business, and you've introduced me to 5 or 6 different businesses, and now you got another one that's great. Look, man, I'm happy where I am. I can't serve more than one God. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now. This is what I'm doing, okay? So listen, greens, they know your situation. I know this man's situation. You follow me? So he can't recruit me into anything, okay? Nothing, all right? So understand this. Blues, these are people that look up to you, okay? With them, now with your greens, you can use an indirect or a direct approach, okay? But your blues, it's a direct approach. These are people that look up with you. You influence them. You may be their mentor. So you use a direct approach. And the direct approach is, I need you to take a look at. Hey, listen, I came across some great information, man, and I need you to take a look at this right away, straight away. It's an 8-minute video. It's going to show you all the facts. Listen, I'm running out the door. I'll call you back in about, you think you can take a look at that video straight away? Yes? Okay, great. Well, look, I'm going to be on the road, but I'll give you a call back in about 10 minutes. Boom. All right? Keep it moving. All right? So that's what we want to do, folks. We've already shared the CarrotGold.sg landing page, okay? And Miss Logan alluded to that she put hers on a domain name, a URL, same exact thing that I did with mine. It just makes it so much easier and it's professional. So listen, we've got about a half an hour left for this training class, and we are getting to some of the most important stuff real quick. And I just want to share with you, this is how we contact and we invite. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that we got everybody muted out, because sometimes as we join the call, we don't realize that we might hit the unmute button or what have you. So we've got everybody unmuted.
I'm sorry to interrupt. What about the yellow?
What yellow?
You did red, greens, blues. Isn't there yellow?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thanks a lot, though. I appreciate that. Good question. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the direct approach. All right, and just understand, you might not understand while it's done like this, but again, everything that we do that's involved in the system is designed to overcome objections before they arise. Okay, so I'm saying John is the person that I'm prospecting. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. Okay, I have something I want to share with you. You may or may not be interested, and it'll only take about 10 minutes of your time. If I could text you a 10-minute video, do you think you could watch it by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and I'll call you back about 12:30 today. Talk to you then, good brother. You follow up with them at about 12:10, okay? And it's, hey, I got caught up in a meeting. I'll call you back at 12:30. So what I'm sharing with you is just a way in which to get people to watch and move them through. If they can't watch the video, I'm not sharing it with them at that point in time. When do you think when would you have time to view the video? Okay, boom. And then that's when I'm going to follow back up with them then, and I'm going to share my link. Because if I share my link with them now and they don't watch it, it puts me in a postureless moment. I reduce my posture level, because now I'm calling and it's like I'm nagging him. Did you watch the video? Did you get a chance to watch the video? Did you get a chance? And they haven't. So by the time I call them 5 times, now they're looking at their phone like, oh, no, I ain't got a chance to look at that real quick, man. I'm not taking that call. You see what I'm saying? So you want to maintain the posture. You want to hold your posture. Now, indirect. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. Sir, I respect you a lot as a businessman. Another business owner, Mr. Amazing, Rodney Roach, recently introduced me to a great business idea. You may or may not be interested, but I'd like to get your opinion about the information. It'll only take about 10 minutes of your time. I know that you're extremely busy, but do you think you can watch the 10-minute video by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and I'll call you back by 12:30 to get your thoughts. Thanks again. I'll call you back by 12:30. And again, 12:10, we're just following back up with the text. Hey, I got caught up in a meeting. I'll call you back at 12:30. Why? Because the video is 10 minutes. It's 8 minutes actually, but the video is 10 minutes. And now what you can do is you're giving them 20 minutes now to watch the video for when you call them back. You just gave them a quick reminder. It's often like what we do when we want to get somebody on a webinar. They're committed to the webinar. We call them before then, and we don't say, hey, are you still going to be able to make the webinar? No. Listen, man, I'm excited about you getting this information on the webinar this evening at 7:30. See you then. Bow. All right, we direct people in the direction in which we want to go. So again, don't get trapped in answering questions. All right, and hey, well, tell me about it. Listen, it's 90% visual. It's like a puzzle. It won't make sense if I start telling you bits and pieces here, but I'm running out the door. That's why we tell people we're running out the door, so you don't have time to start answering all these questions. I don't want to mess it up for you, man. All the information's on that video, man. Take a look at that. You said you could take a look at that in 10 minutes, right? Okay, great. I'll text that over to you straight away. Bow. You send it through. Okay. Dr. Rozzelle talked to me about saying bow, but I mean, that's just my thing, man. I wouldn't ask you to give your time if it wasn't important. Okay. Boom. Okay. So that's what we're doing. I was advised not to explain it myself. That's Mr. Murray's job. Hold on while I get him on the line. All right. So listen, what I want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit about, well, let's open up real quick. What I want to do, let's open up and let's get a few examples of how we would pique the interest of someone on our list. Okay. What I want to do is I want you to call, we want some examples of what you're going to say when you contact and invite someone on your list. Okay. Now I know this part is a little harder sometimes, but understand we're going to make some mistakes, but as we do it, we get better at it. So let's focus on that right now. What I would like for a couple of you leaders possibly, or someone new, to step up and just share with us how you contact and invite. Going once. Going twice.
Hey, Mr. Ward. I'm sorry, Mr. Murray. I apologize.
No problem at all. I appreciate you stepping up, Ms. Logan.
No problem. Just wanted to share what I've used, and I've learned in another business that it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. Mm-hmm. And going back to Ms. Gillespie's training, she loaded on Wealth Builders Worldwide a script that she sends out in her text or in the inbox. And basically personalize, and you say, hello, Mr. Murray, are you interested in saving in gold, cryptocurrency backed by gold, and or marketing extra money from the comfort of your home? If so, watch the videos, register here. I have my URL, my link, and I'll add you to our wealth building group where you will receive more details.
Outstanding. I think that's a very good approach when you are contacting folks that you're not contacting over the phone.
Right.
I think that's a great approach. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Now, so what I'm looking for is somebody that will step up and share with us the contact and inviting part here. Would you be willing to do that, Ms. Logan?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so why don't you call me? I'll be the prospect.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Murray, this is Monica Logan. How are you today?
I'm great.
That's outstanding. Hey, I was calling you real quick. Don't have a whole lot of time, but I definitely wanted to call you before I left the house. I just wanted to know if you would be interested in taking advantage of a golden opportunity that we have, and I would like to share some financial information with you. Do you have a few minutes right now to look at a video if I send you a short video?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shoot that in a text to you. And right now it's about 10 o'clock. How about I give you a call back at 10:20 just to follow up with you and see what you like best?
10:20. That sounds good. What's this all about?
Like I said, it's a golden opportunity, some financial information that I want to share with you, and I really don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to let the video do the talking, and we're going to review. And once I call you back, if you have any questions, we'll take care of that as well at that time. Okay, so the video is going to tell me everything I need to know. Absolutely. Great. Okay, yeah, send that through. Awesome. It's coming through now, and I'll call you back at 10:20. Sounds good. Great. Boom. There you go. There's that boom again. Yes. I appreciate that, Miss Logan. You do an awesome job in this business, and I certainly look forward to you having the level of success in this company that you've had in others. So appreciate you sharing. Well, listen, hopefully we can come back. I'm going to talk a little bit about edification, and then we'll come back and possibly we can do the three-way phone call from there. Okay. All right, so edification creates and builds respect. All right, simply saying something good about another person. All right, so when we're edifying, we typically tend to focus on the personality types, and people generally fall into 4 different personality types. Okay, and we identify them by the seasons of the year. So for instance, the fall type of person is that person that's analytical, someone like an accountant, maybe an attorney. They focus on the facts. Okay, so that's the fall type of person. The spring personality, that's the person that likes to help. Maybe they're a doctor, a pastor. So if you're talking to a pastor, guess what? He may not be interested about all of the money that's being made. He may be, but he may not be. Okay, he may be more interested about how we're able to help other people have success. All right, the summer type of person is that person that likes to have fun. They're at the club, man. They like to talk. They like to share things. They like to have fun. You know, they're bubbly. People like to come around them and be around them because they're fun to be around. All right. So now that winter person is that shark. That's the person that's money motivated. Every time you see them,
You know, they're talking about the investments that they're making. They're talking about, you know, how they just had a successful stock purchase or just made some profit from this, that, or the other. They're money motivated. You know, they're sharp. They're sharp. They are successful, possibly in business, and they enjoy the fact that they're able to make income. Okay, so those are the 4 different personality types. And as we start to introduce our expert in the 3-way phone call phase, one of the last things that we say in the edification is they're extremely busy. Hold on for a second while I get them on the line. Okay, so what we want to talk about is mastering the 3-way phone call. Okay, the 3-way phone call is you. It starts with you. All right, and you call your expert first. You want to make sure that he's available for 3-way phone calls. You don't want to interrupt your expert while he's talking to your prospect. You thank the expert after the appointment is set or the objective is set, because all the time, not necessarily when you first call your expert up, but when you follow back up with them after you've reached your prospect and they've looked at the information. Okay, so when you call them back, what you want to do is you want to let them know what your objective is. Hey, Mr. Murray, this is John. John took a look at my landing page. He liked the fact that we're able to save in gold. And what I like to do is invite him out to the Monday night briefing. What I like to do is invite him to the Tuesday night webinar. Okay, so that's how we want to do that. All right. So this is you. Now your expert. Now this is what I really need you to understand is why we do the whole 3-way phone call, because your prospect has a level of respect for you. Okay, your prospect has a level of respect for you. They have enough respect that they've shared their name, their number with you. They've given you some information about them. They're your family member, a good friend, or what have you. Now, they're always on a first name basis, always on a first name basis, no matter how much you respect them or what have you. If for whatever reason you don't feel comfortable like that and you do use the last name, let's just make sure that we're not edifying your prospect more than what we're edifying your expert, because this edification between you and your expert, it creates the respect between your prospect and your expert. So your prospect doesn't know your expert, but the goal is to get your prospect saying, wow, who's this person? I need to talk to them. I want to talk to them. Because again, overcome the objection before it arises. The objection is going to be, oh, well, I don't have time to talk to anybody. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. Why don't you tell me all about it? Okay. And then as an affiliate, we think that, okay, well, it's this, it's that, it's this. We start answering questions, but the professionals, those that do this professionally, those that are having the most success, they understand not to get caught up into those scenarios, and they do the 3-way phone call anyway. Okay, so the expert, again, they're on a last name basis, because we're creating respect here. Okay, we want your lawyer, your doctor, your successful business person to say, wow, who in the world is Dr. Sergio Rozzelle? Wow, who in the world is Mr. Roach? This guy you're calling Mr. Amazing. Who's this guy that walks on water and goes in the dark? Who is this? Okay, so listen, John, I want to introduce you to Miss Monica Logan. Listen, she knows 110% of the facts. She loves to help people. She's having a lot of fun and helping people have a lot of fun while making a lot of income, while building a tremendous sized business. I'm so excited about being able to put you on the phone with Miss Logan. Understand this, she's extremely busy, but what I love about her most is that she always takes at least a minute of her time to help me out. Listen, hold on for a second while I get her on the line. You see what I'm saying? Now, you've done it like that, and your person, they don't say, hold on, hold. No, I don't want to talk to anybody. No, they're listening to you, and you, through your posture, you just move them through the process and move them into the 3-way phone call. Because understand, at the end of this, you want to be able to show your prospect that they are ready to get started in this business, and you have said very minimally almost nothing to them about the business. You told them that you were excited about something, about to rush out the door, and I need you to take a look at this video. They committed to watching the video. They watched the video. You're putting them on the phone with somebody to answer all of their questions and to invite them to the webinar. And then you now they at the weekly meeting. They've looked at they've seen a weekly meeting, and they're ready to sign up, and they're signing up, and maybe in their head they're thinking, wow, I don't know if I can do this business or not, because I'm not as sharp as you. And then you can say to them, well, you know what? Just think about the process. You're ready to sign up. Just by following the system, you are ready to sign up. I didn't say very much to you. Those folks that I put you on the phone that helped me get you to this point, they're here and available to you. So understand the system works. Okay, all we have to do is just work the system, and you can do that, can't you? Great. Well, let's go ahead on and get you ready to. Let's go ahead and get you signed up with your free savings account and think about the package that you want to come in on. Okay, boom, and you're moving on. Okay, so again, you're going to call your expert now after you've called you've called your prospect back. And you've called the prospect back and you've asked them, hey, what did you like best about what you heard or saw? Now, I want you to really understand what we're doing here. Not what did you like? What do you think? We aren't taught to think, okay? We aren't taught to think, folks. You want to direct the response that you get, overcome the objection before it arises. Hey, man, what did you think about it? Oh, man, I don't think that this is legal. So where do you go from there? Now you got to start talking and moving to the next level. Hey, listen, John, did you get a chance to take a look at that video? Yeah, I did. Okay, great. Well, look, John, what'd you like best about what you heard or saw in that video? Oh, John, I like the money. Oh, you like the money? That's great. I like the money too when I first took a look at that. Mirroring and matching, me too. Okay, it's making them feel good. Okay, you're stroking that ego a little bit. You're moving them in the right direction. Well, listen, did you understand everything you heard or saw? Do you have any questions? Yeah, I got some questions. Man, how much does all this cost? Oh, wow. Well, listen, I've got this great person that I'm working with that answers all of the questions. Miss Logan, she knows 110% of the facts. She likes helping people. She likes to have fun. She's building a tremendous sized business and making a good amount of money with this business. She answers all the questions. She's extremely busy. Hold on for a second while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. Boom. And execute the three-way phone call. So now I got my prospect on hold. And I'm calling Miss Logan up. Hey, Miss Logan, this is Al Murray. I appreciate you being available for me for three ways. Listen, I got a gentleman on the line. His name is John. John took a look at the video, and John took a look at the video. He likes the fact that we can save and go. What I like to do is get you to answer, maybe a few questions that he has, but I like to move him to the Monday night briefing in Waldorf. And if he can't make the Monday night briefing, maybe what you want to do, no, you know what? If he can't make the Monday night meeting, can you invite him to the Tuesday night webinar with Mr. Murray? Boom. And there you go. So you move it from, now you've let the expert know exactly what you're looking for. Remember, your expert, he can't make something happen out from nothing. We do three ways for everything in this business, for closing folks out, for inviting them to the video, for answering their questions after they watch the video, to helping affiliates see the value of going to the Let's Go weekend. We do three ways for everything in this business. And you cannot think that your expert is going to be able to do the miraculous. Your expert is there to help you move your prospect to the next level. And that's it. They can't make them get started for you, okay, but they're there to assist you in the process. And in many cases, they can overcome where you may have a little bit of deficiencies because you're new in the business, because we get better at this through the activity knowledge. That's the doing part of this business, okay? So what I want to do now is I want to move to back with Miss Logan and see if Miss Logan, if I can get you to be the affiliate, and if I can just maybe get one other person to be the prospect. Okay.
I'll help. I'll be the prospect.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dixon. I appreciate that, sir. All right. So, Miss Logan, are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, loud and clear. So, in the process, I'll tell you what. Yeah. You be the associate. Okay. So you're calling Earl back because he just watched the video after 10 minutes. Okay. And so you've already called me, and I'm already said that I'm available. So you're calling him, seeing what he likes about the video, and then you're putting me on the phone with him for a three-way, putting him on hold and connecting me on three-way. Let me know what you want to do with him. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Mr. Dixon.
Hey, Mr. Dixon, how are you today? I'm glad I got you back on the line. Were you able, what did you like best about what you saw in the video?
Well, I saw a lot of things that I liked, but in in particular, I've been I've been wanting to know more about. I invested in a little bit of gold and silver for myself part time, but I like the formality of the video that you sent to me. So I'm really interested in knowing more to move further.
That's great, because I was interested in investing in gold myself. Great. So now, did you have any questions about what you saw other than?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions because in the video, I just didn't know that there was a program that could formally, that was out there that could allow me and my family to buy gold. So this, first of all, is shocking. It's truly unbelievable. So I do have a number of questions written down. So when is a good time to get my questions answered?
Well, that's incredible. I definitely can get you some information about that. I actually have my expert on the other line that I actually can get in contact with my expert. He's extremely busy, but I can tell you he has 100% of the facts and can answer all of your questions. Just hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get him on the line.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Murray, this is Monica Logan. How are you today, sir?
I'm great, Miss Logan, and yourself?
I'm great, thank you. Hey, I actually I was able to get back in touch with Mr. Dixon. I told you I was going to give you a call about a three-way.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So he actually does have some questions. He's pretty interested in investing in gold. He's got, I want you to answer some of his questions, as well as let's move him to the Monday night briefing. And as a, backup plan, if he can't make that, let's go ahead and get him on a Zoom webinar on Tuesday night.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I appreciate that. I certainly. Okay,
Yes.
I'm available. And what did you say you like best? What did you say you like best about the?
He liked best about investing in gold, and he really liked the concept. And he also said that he was impressed with the video, the professionalism and the formality of it. So he definitely is interested, but he has some questions.
Sounds good. Let's go ahead and do that three-way.
All right. Hey, Mr. Dixon.
Yes, hello. This is Mr. Dixon.
Hey, I was able to catch Mr. Murray, who is the expert in the business. He's actually is building his business in 126 countries. He's definitely somebody that you want to get your questions answered by. I personally respect him highly. I know that, he's had other businesses. He was already a six-figure earner before this business. So he definitely knows how to make money. And I tell you, every time I look at him, he looks like he's having a lot of fun, building the business and being with other people. So I want to turn the call over right now to Mr. Murray.
Thank you. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Thank you.
How you doing, Mr. Dixon?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing, sir?
Outstanding, outstanding. Listen, allow me real quick to introduce myself. Again, my name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited about this opportunity that has Ms. Logan and myself aligned with this company that's been in business since 2011 and doing a phenomenal job in the gold space, in the cryptocurrency space, and just allowing and putting people in position to literally change their lives. So I'm definitely excited to be able to talk to you today. I understand you had a chance to take a look at Ms. Logan's landing page. What did you like best about what you heard or saw there, sir?
Well, actually, I really liked everything that I saw, to be truly honest with you. Part-time, I invested in a little silver and gold. But what I saw in that video was that you guys evidently have a way to formally allow me to buy gold in small or large increments. So I'm really interested in knowing a lot about that.
Wow, man, I really appreciate you saying that. It really just lets me know that you're just as sharp as the other folks that Ms. Logan has introduced me to on this line as well, because exactly that same sentiment I had when I first took a look at this company as well, the fact that we're able to help people acquire gold in an affordable way. An ounce of gold is about $1,300 now, and the average person can't afford that. And what we're able to do is help people acquire gold in smaller increments and start building wealth. And at the same time, they're able to pay themselves first and make income as a result of it. So what I like to do, sir, is invite you out, because I know you probably have a ton of questions, and I've got a couple of calls coming in. But what I like to do is invite you out Monday night to really get the facts. And what I can guarantee you is Monday night at our weekly briefing, I'll certainly be there to greet you, to shake your hand, to physically meet you. at this meeting on Monday at 7:30. And I tell you, you'll be able to get all of the facts, get all of your questions answered, and actually meet some folks that are out in the field helping people to do exactly what it is that you're looking to do. Would Monday at 7:30 fit into your schedule, sir?
Yeah, Monday at 7:30 will be great. I'm really excited about learning more because I think this is exactly what I've been looking for, Mr. Mayor.
Great. Well, that sounds great. Listen, I certainly look forward to meeting you and shaking your hand this Monday at 7:30. And what I want to encourage you to do, the briefing actually starts at 7:30. But if you could get there, say, between 7 and 7:15, that way, I know the way Miss Logan operates, because she's doing a phenomenal job building a worldwide business, and you should certainly feel it an honor to be able to work with her, because she's really just helping a lot of people do exactly what you're looking for, and that's be able to acquire gold in an affordable manner and just start building wealth. If you are able to make it there between, say, 7 and 7:15, she'd have an opportunity to introduce you to some of the other leaders that'll be there, and that way that you can get comfortable and get seated, get you a real nice seat there at the webinar, and I'll get a chance to maybe shake your hand and meet you before we can get started, okay?
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, sir.
Great, you're welcome. Now listen, Ms. Logan, if you could, once we jump off of this line, if you could go ahead and text Mr. Dixon the address to the meeting, and I certainly appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you both there on Monday evening around 7:15 or so, okay?
I certainly will, Mr. Murray, and I just want to thank you before you get off the call for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak with Mr. Dixon. Definitely look forward to seeing you all on Monday.
Great. Good stuff. All right, so that's it. We jump off the line. Miss Dixon, I'm sorry, Miss Dixon, listen to me. Miss Monica Logan, what you're going to do is then text over the information to Mr. Dixon. What you do not want to do, folks, is hang on the line, because the appointment has been set. You jump off of the line. Okay, great, I got to go, Mr. Dixon. I'll text you out that information, and boom. All right. So that's the way we do that, because you stay on that line. Now it's like, okay, well, Monica, why don't you go ahead and actually tell me what this is all about? Tell me the real deal, and you really don't want to get into that, because now what they're doing is they're looking to acquire information to see if they're really going to honor their obligation to come out on Monday. They've already committed to it. You take that, you run with it, you follow back up with them, maybe Monday morning. Hey, listen, Mr. Dixon, Earl, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Talk to Mr. Murray today, and he's excited about meeting you today at 7 o'clock. Boom, and just leave it there, okay? And some other little techniques there is sometimes, folks, we really want to, that prospect, if let's just say, and it's a little comfortability level there, but one thing I know is that an affiliate that, an associate or a prospect that you pick up will definitely make the meeting. So one of the things that I generally would kind of do, let's just say I knew that this was one of Miss Logan's family members or something like that, because I have Miss Logan's list, or Miss Logan might say to me, hey, this is my cousin, and I can pick them up and take them to the briefing. Then what I'm going to say is I'm going to set that up so that Miss Logan will go over and pick the cousin up. So we're not relying on them to drive out and come. We're going to get the prospect and take them to the meeting, because that's a prospect that will be at the meeting. So with that, folks, I want to open up for any questions about the process that we just talked about. Also, I just want to make sure that we also understand this. We've got about 8 minutes and we're going to close out. But private goal receptions, folks, you need to make sure that I'm going to give you guys your homework assignment right now, as a matter of fact. Mr. Dixon, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and mute out real quick.
I'm sorry.
No problem, sir. No problem. I do that often myself. But here's the thing, folks. We want you to finish your list. Finish that list up, okay? Put the numbers beside it. Make sure that you text it out to your sponsor. Email it out to your sponsor. Write your why on it as well, okay? Set up your private goal reception date, okay? Because that's important. We want to get that done within your first week in the business, okay? It's your actual grand open. You can schedule more than one. When you set up for your private goal reception, we don't want you changing around the room, okay? if you want to offer some refreshments, just chips and soda, okay, ask your guests to bring the ice. So if they're bringing something, they're more likely to come. You're going to have to over-invite to your private goal reception. You want 5 to 10 people there, you're going to have to invite about 50. I'm just being real with you. And that's why you got a list. Okay. Now, next, make sure that you have paper applications. Okay. And you set up private goal receptions for everybody that comes to your private goal reception. Okay. Even if they just say, hey, I want to set up a free goal savings account. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and help you get that set up. Why don't you go ahead and take care of your application here? If you don't have computers, they fill out the application. And at the bottom, go ahead, let's put your date down where we'll have a reception at your home like this so that you can share this information with the folks that you know, like, and love, with your family members, okay? Now, if they're affiliate, obviously, they want to go ahead and set up their own private goal reception. So your homework assignment is to set up your private goal reception date, is to finish your list, get it to your sponsor, the person that sponsored you. Let them know that you're sending them their list, that you understand how to do a 3-way phone call, that you're ready to set your private goal reception up, and good luck in building your business. So before we close here this evening, folks, I just want to remind you that on Mondays we have a a briefing in the Waldorf, Maryland area. We're also launching one in Baltimore as well. Tuesday and Thursdays, we do the webinars to help you build your business as well. Wednesday, we have team calls. Saturday, we do this training. So we'll be back here again next Saturday, same time. Wait a minute. The 19th, we have a Super Saturday. Okay, so that Super Saturday event, we will not be doing this call then, because we should all be at the Super Saturday on the 19th in Washington, D.C. Maybe what we'll do is set up to where we can play a replay for anyone that's in another marketplace. We'll show, one of these recordings or what have you. So, folks, there you have it. What I want to do in the last couple of minutes before we exit is, I want to open up for any questions that you may have before we jump off the line. So, any questions about the system, maybe some of the things that you're going through with respects to contacting, inviting, the 3-way phone call process, or what have you. So, I want to open up.
One question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
The list, where to get the list set again? I got some new people up here. Can you reemphasize again where we can get that list from again?
Absolutely. Okay. What we want to do is we want to go Facebook. Okay. You should be adding folks on your teams to your team Facebook pages. Okay. So let me just log into Facebook real quick. Okay, so let's go to, okay, so you can go here. Okay, so you can go here to the Union. You can go to the Eagle team. And I'm not sure if it's on the DMV yet, but it'll be there shortly because we'll make sure that we get that up. So one of the reasons why you want to do, listen, see what we have here. This is the Union Facebook page. Here you've got a training. This gentleman is showing you how to convert Unival on the Karartbars site, how you can get gas and what have you so that you can execute the exchange for your 35% bonuses and gold. We're super excited about that. But as you come onto this site, this is where you will find your Gladiators forms. You got files here. And if you come on the phone, generally, there you go, Gladiators Club form. Okay. And generally I see it because it's the I forget what you call it, but it's the featured post on this page. Generally it comes up straight away, but you can download it straight from here.
Is the PN post?
Is the pin?
Yeah, the PN post.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The pin post, exactly. Okay, so generally you kind of see that, but here's the form. You just download it and what have you, and you can execute that. So,
thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's where it goes. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, and you can go. We got that on the Eagle team, and I'm pretty sure it's the pin post there as well. We got many different teams on this call. Welcome to affiliate there, Ms. Tia Stanley, just doing a phenomenal job. And there you have it, okay? Gladiators Club form. Dr. Rozzelle has that up there for everyone. So just click it.
Excuse me, Mr. Murray?
Yes, sir.
Man, powerful call this morning.
Thank you.
Training. What I also suggest is, to make it a whole lot simpler. If we're not putting out those welcome letters to our new affiliates, that's something that we definitely need to be doing, and then attach the Gladiators Club form with it so they won't have to even search for it.
There you go. Good stuff. I appreciate that. That's one thing we probably need to make sure that we go over. I kind of gloss over that in the beginning about the welcome letters, and even so, you need to add that to the map when you come in here to the Wealth Builders Worldwide site. Boom, you come here to the map and you've got the new affiliate welcome letters here, and you just click it. And there you have the welcome letter. Okay, you just input the number, you input their name there, and then you will attach this to the email, the Gladiators form to the email that you're sending your new prospect. So you get, this has all of the information and systems within it. Thank you for that, Mr. Roach. That's why they call you Mr. Amazing.
You're welcome, sir.
Appreciate that. Anything else? Any other questions or comments?
Yes, how you doing, Al?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing, Miss Moses?
I'm fine. I just wanted to share with you on the Team Union Facebook page. If you enter search on the side, you can also type in Gladiator Form.
Okay. Outstanding. I appreciate that. So you can type it in the search and find out on the left-hand side, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Anyone else? Any other questions or comments? Okay, folks, let me just check the chat real quick. And you guys know that we have a power call at 10:45 today. Let's see, strong, Miss Logan. Excellent job. Thank you, Dr. Wealth. Thank you for this. Okay, you've got okay, great. You've got the, Mr. Amazing put the Super Saturday link up here for the webinar. I'm sorry, for the Super Saturday. So you want to go on here and get your tickets for the Super Saturday event, folks. That's going to be off the chain. You certainly want to make sure that you're there. And again, we'll make some sort of arrangements for this call for those that are not in this marketplace. Maybe we'll just play a recording so that you can get your folks on the line. But this Super Saturday event is going to be off the chain. Not only that, but you want to make sure that you guys are getting your tickets to Let's Go Weekend. That's in April. The hotels are starting to sell out. So let's make sure that we get those. What I'm going to do at this point again is open up and see if there are any other last questions before we exit the call. Any other questions or comments? I just muted everybody. It was a little bit of background noise. So you may have to mute yourself or unmute yourself if you had a last question. Going once? Going twice?
Last comment, Mr. Mayor, please.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Mayor, just want to thank you for your level of professionalism, the way you do your training. I encouraged my guys last night. We had a call last night, a Zoom, and I invited them. I told them that this is first class training that you be given. Been in the industry a long time, have not seen anything that even come close to this level of professionalism that you bring to our space. I think it's the best in the world that I've seen. So I just want to thank you for doing this and giving of your time and your energy to this group and to the Karartbars organization. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome, sir. I certainly appreciate that. That means a lot. And I tell you, a lot goes into this. We're actually here because of Dr. Rozzelle, and this is generally his call. He asked me to come in and to execute this training. Some of the folks on the line know that this was something that I did in previous companies as an area coordinator, and just bringing those skills to the marketplace here with this platform that we have with Karartbars and Wealth Builders Worldwide. I'm just trying to tell you, man, we are helping a lot of people have a lot of success, and they're doing it extremely fast by following the systems in line. So folks, generally this is where I would turn the call over to Dr. Rozzelle to close us out. But of course, I just told you that, as I stated earlier, that he is trying to recover and get his voice back. He is definitely looking to do his Gold Brick show this evening. So we're hoping that he'll get better by then. So I appreciate each and every one of you for chiming in, and just stay tuned for the next class that we'll be having, because next week we will all be getting ready for the Super Saturday. So with that, folks, God bless you. I appreciate you all.
To cut you, I'm sorry. I just wanted to add my voice in there too and say thank you very much as well. Not just to you, but to all the leaders, everyone, because not just because of my why keeps me going, but this organization and this, community also lends to keep me going. Because even if I don't see the success as yet, you guys inspire us to keep going, even when times seem hard. Just to really reiterate really quickly, I know we're gonna go, but my 40th birthday was just the other day, and my mom was so upset, and I get emotional because she was like, "How can you not celebrate the big 40?" And I'm like, I want the next 40 to be the best 40 ever, not just celebrating now, but I want to celebrate for my kids, for her. And it was so tough to not only get, some of the things from the outside, but to also have it with your family, but to still keep going. Guys, keep going, because I know it gets greater later. I know I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people. So thank you. I love you guys.
Hey, listen, we love you too, Ms. Dotson. Right. We love you too, and we feel your emotion. And one thing I want to encourage you is that if you continue, follow the system, reach out to folks. We are here. That you feel the camaraderie from the team, but we are here to work with people like you and everyone else. So we want to help you reach your goal. If it's a three-way phone call that you need, and whomever you do those with is not available, feel free to call me. I'm here to help. All right. So just reach out to your sponsor. Look me up on Facebook, befriend me. And if it's anything I can do, I'm here to help you reach your goal. Okay. Very touching testimonial, and we certainly appreciate you sharing that with us. One of the things that Mr. Amazing, continuously says is that we need more women to be upfront and to be vocal. And you may be one of those, and I encourage you to really to be on the trainings, learn all you can, but put the training to action. I mean, you can, we can get on and we can listen to these trainings, but sometimes we don't necessarily put it to action. Okay. And I really feel as though you did something on this call. Sometimes I get the feeling that people jump on these webinars and we're just here to be here. But when I hear testimonials such as yours, it really makes me feel so much better about doing what I do, giving up my time to help people like you achieve their goals in this business. Dr. Rozzelle, Mr. Amazing, people like these are top affiliates in this company, and they're on this webinar and they're lending their knowledge and their skill to anybody that's on this call. And this is exactly what this platform is for. And I appreciate that touching testimonial. It has me really trying to hold back my tears. And I'm committed to helping not just you, but anybody. That's what this team is all about. And when you feel that, understand, your testimony will probably help somebody on it. Man, it helped me. Just you sharing that makes me want to make sure that I get up every Saturday morning and make sure that I'm prepared to give you guys my very best here on this training call. And I really appreciate, the fact that, Dr. Rozzelle made this available for us, that leaders like Mr. Amazing are on here. Some of the other leaders that are on here, the new folks, you don't even know who these people are, but they step up. And what's also awesome as well is they don't say nothing. They're here, they're supporting, But when they feel a need, they jump in and they share that information. And they're here. They feel the same way that I do. And they're very appreciative, whether they say it or not. I feel as though I can speak for them because I know their hearts. And that's what this team is all about, you know. And, you know, man, I could just go on and go on. But I don't even want to hog the stage here because, Ms. Dotson, I just think you did a tremendous job of just sharing the heart and your heart with us and those exact same feelings that so many of us have about this awesome team. So I appreciate you all. You know, I hope that you have the 40th year of your life is your best year ever. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. I want this call to be a part of that. And this year can be the very best year of your life. And maybe that 41st birthday, you celebrate it like it was the 40th. And you make sure that your mom is there and that she enjoys it with you. So I appreciate you so much. And I'm not sure, Ms. Logan, I see you. Do you have your hand raised because you want to say something?
I was actually trying to type it in. I lost my screen there for a minute. So, but no, I definitely wanted to say that this is, you know, one of the organizations that has a team, not only that is always bringing the information, is dedicated and determined, but I actually like this team. You know, you're part of other organizations and you see how, you know, some of the leaders, you're like, I don't want to go on a cruise with them. I don't want to do anything with them. But this team, I actually feel, you know, the sincerity, you know, especially in the DMV area. I was born in DC, but now I'm living in Atlanta. But wish I could be there next Saturday. I know it's going to be off the charts, but I do want to address Ms. Shundell. You know, 40, wow. 11 years ago, I was there. Just keep going forward. You know, trials are going to come. Situations are going to come. You know, the kids are going to, you know, need something while you're trying to build your business. Stick and stay. I'm telling you, it's incredible. You can do it. I pray for single mothers daily. You know, I've been married 30 years, but I understand, you know, situations happen. Life happens. Life can be a dirty 4-letter word sometimes. But just stay encouraged. Know that you have a family. You know, it's just not a team. We're family. So I just wanted to say that, and I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Murray.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you stepping up and really just sharing woman to woman. You know, you ladies have a bond that sometimes us guys just don't understand. You're nurturers by heart. And, you know, man, I could just talk on this all day long. I really appreciate it.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I think Michael Delco just came on, so if we want to just acknowledge his presence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Delco, we certainly appreciate you, sir. I know a lot of times Mr. Delco jumps on again to lend his you know, just to make sure and see what's going on throughout the organization, and also to always build his skills as well. I don't want to put him on the spot, but he knows anytime that he wants to speak on this line, he's able and ready to. But I certainly appreciate you shouting him out as well, Mr. Dixon. You're definitely one of the leaders here on the team. And Mr. Dalco, not putting you on the spot, but sir, you're welcome, as you already know, to share and stop. We are closing out to get ready for this 10:45 call. And so I'm going to open up just one. Go ahead, sir. I sound like I hear you.
Well, Mr. Murray, Mr. Dixon, thank you for doing that. You had no way of knowing this, Mr. Dixon, but Mr. Murray already knows that. But when I jump on, I'm literally trying to learn. I don't always want to come on and say anything. I browse around and I jump on everybody's lives, and Crypto Steve and Lewis Young and Al Murray and Dr. Sergio when he's doing Gold Rocks and I'm Gold Bricks, and I'm always trying to learn. So you guys don't have to acknowledge me. I appreciate it. It feels good, but honestly, we're just trying to get some knowledge under our belt, man, and free some people. So thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, sir. We certainly appreciate that. And I know I'm going to let everybody go right now because we've got our call coming up in 2 minutes. And I know that's what Mr. Dalco is getting ready for as well. So certainly, folks, we appreciate each and every one of you. Super Saturday next week, and we'll do a replay up here as well for all of those that are chiming in. God bless you. Thank you all for participating, and good night or good evening. Good day.